I've worked in Tennessee, I've worked in California, and I've worked in Texas, and each state has different laws.
Right.
For example, Tennessee, I can put a judgment on someone and probably get paid after they get evicted. In Texas, apparently it's a lot tougher to put a judgment, on their paycheck and get paid. So stuff like that, even I don't know. Right. And I've done literally hundreds of units.
Yeah.
And it's just stuff that's like, do I want to Google it? Do I want to look it up? Do I want to figure it out?
Or do I want to Google it?
Whatever.
Right.
Or do I want to just have someone that's in the business that knows really how to, how the whole thing works?
I talk about that. It's like if you're gonna manage it on your own, that's fine. If you think that that's worth your time, which in my opinion it's not for most people. But if you're going to do it, you have to understand that you got to run this whole business within itself. Mm-hmm. So if you feel like you have the time to manage it, well, make sure that you're running a property management business as well, as far as knowing the laws, doing the accounting.
Well, I think you really hit on the biggest kind of pain-gain of hiring a property management company, which is it's a business. Like, we're dealing with people's lives. We're dealing with people who live in a house. Yeah. And I'm a pretty emotional guy. I don't know if you know this. I smile a lot. I'm really weird on my sleeves when I wear sleeves, which is once in a while.
Totally.
I mean, at least Fridays, 3 o'clock, Propelio TV, then.
Yeah,
but, no, but I mean, but seriously though, a lot of folks that get into it, mom and pop or whatever, they got 1 or 2 or 3.
Right.
And they don't treat it like a business. They'll end up shooting themselves in the foot or getting screwed when they get a bad tenant in one of their houses. Because if you think you're not going to get a bad tenant, even with all the screening, you're kidding yourself.
Right. Yeah, we get a lot of business whenever people are running into trouble. Uh-huh. So they call us. Now we need help.
Yeah.
So that's how, honestly, it's probably pick up 10 or 15% of our new leads. We have to start in the eviction process.
Oh gosh.
Well, I hope
you guys will handle
that.
We do, yeah. So what we do is if we're managing for someone from the beginning and we approve the tenants, we won't charge you if we go to the eviction because we approved them, and it rarely happens because
cool.
We make sure they make 3 times the rent. We do background, credit. We call their employers. But if we just take over an existing tenant or we're going to go to eviction, we charge $1,000 to go and make that happen.
Yeah, because you have to, because you have a lot of time on the
line.
Well,
yeah, I mean,
I'm sure you know the process, but it still takes.
It takes time. We got to drive to the courthouse and talk to the judge and all that.
And sit and wait.
Sit and wait. Yeah, I've never gone through an eviction all the way through in Texas. We finally did our first 3-day notice. I only have a couple of rentals out here.
Right.
And it actually, I don't know. A lot of people in the real estate industry, again, like doing everything. When they were late enough, we called someone that's just an eviction processing company and said, you know what, you take care of it.
Right.
And because it's not worth my time, honestly, to figure out how to do all that stuff.
So were they just filing the paperwork and sending out what needed to be done?
Going to court too. No, they're filing the 3. We already gave them a 3-day notice, so we knocked on the door and did all that. Yeah, that's right. You all saw me drilling out a lock with my baby on the floor. I didn't. She was on the. Okay, Sarah was there.
And she was in her carrier.
And she was in her carrier.
It does sound terrible when we say she was on the floor.
It's going to be online next thing you know. Oh my God. All right, we need to start over.
So this company will literally handle the eviction process for you, every inch of it.
Apparently.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
That's kind of cool.
And it's kind of the same kind of thing as like you're talking about, where you get a lot of your business that way.
Right.
Where there's a big benefit, to knowing how to do all that.
What would you say the top things that tired landlords call you for? The reason they're like, finally, this is the straw that broke camel's back.
Number 1 is evictions by far. That's the biggest one. Just tired of it.
Now, do they call you, when they're calling you for an eviction, do they call you on the 3rd?
No, they're calling us on month 2 or 3. They don't know. Yeah, I'm serious.
Do they call you on day 3 or do they
I
call
don't
you on
know.
month 3?
Yeah, no, month 3. I don't know what to do. They didn't file the notice to vacate on the first month.
Sure.
So that's big rent loss, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about,
especially in an Austin market, but anywhere, it's still money.
Right, but you're talking about, let's say $1,500, $2,000 of rent, 3 months, $6,000. When you try to do all this yourself and save 8% every month, it's just not worth it a lot of times.
No, exactly.
If you're not running that business.
Yeah, if you're not treating your business like a business. If you're treating it like a hobby, then expect it to have a hobby outcome.
Yeah, and even as simple as getting a property leased. We are, I would say, somewhat of an expert in our field on getting a property leased.
Yeah.
And so we had a property the other day. We got it leased. Take 2 months.
Yeah.
And there you lost $4,000.
I can post it on Craigslist. I can post it on Facebook. I can post, whatever. But unless you know how to post it on the MLS or how to get actual movement on the property, that's a different issue.
Or how
Right.
to appropriately price rent so that you can get someone in quickly.
Right.
Yeah, how to not over $100 on a lease will make a huge difference.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yep. I mean, to me, I try to make it simple to people. It's basically about how do you value your time, and do you want to run this like a business?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I like it.